It is time for another daily YouTube live stream. I'm Zach. Welcome back. Let's play some games. Today we are back in City Skylines building my military base in my tropical island. So this is stream 3 of this series, this special project I've been working on. We're kind of waiting for the new update that's going to come out December 15th. And in the meantime, we're chilling on this tropical island, building a military base. Hello to everybody in chat. I see V5 is in chat. Liam is in chat saying hello. Good to see both of you guys. And yeah, let's jump into the game and have some fun. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I've been having a lot of fun. We've been doing lots of cool things. Here's my military base here that we've been working on. Oh, and I did a little bit of additions. I plopped down a whole bunch more tents here. So we're all filled up with tents, and I put those green blocks in them. You can kind of see through the tents here. I got the little blocks inside, so they'll function as low-density residential buildings. And I put some more porta potties throughout here. So we should have enough porta potties to make this functional. But yeah, I'm really loving how this whole area is looking. It's been a lot of fun. So yeah, so I've been thinking about this all day, what we're gonna do in the stream, and I have a bunch of cool ideas. So let's get started. B5 says, I asked my army medic friend why they always have separate toilets for patients. Turns out it's to keep the sick people from spreading to the healthy people. Oh, that is a good idea. Maybe we should have some quarantine toilets for the sick soldiers. All right, so let me copy these. We'll just grab these porta potties here, and we will just stick them over here so that there is some dedicated toilets for the sick folks, because we don't want to spread any diseases or anything like that. All right, we have a lot to do today, so let's get started. I want to start, let's start over here where we have all of these errors going on. So this is a problem that I kind of forget about because, you know, I've been doing ploppable assets here, which means you just find the asset and find it, and then you plop it down. And ploppable assets is something kind of new for me. I've always zoned my assets before, so I switched to ploppable assets when the last update came out and it broke everybody's mods. And I like doing ploppable assets now, but there is one problem with ploppable assets, which is if you plop down a level 3 asset in your level 1 city, nothing will work, which is what is happening here. These are like high level assets. So this is a level 2 asset, and this is a level 3 asset, and this is for sure a level 1 city. The land value is not high enough to sustain these assets. Now, there is another mod you can get, but I don't want to get another mod, where you can move the levels up and down on each one of your buildings. I think the solution here is to just get level 1 buildings. So we have a level 1 building here, and see, this is fine. This is fine. We have 4 out of 4 workers. They're all the lowest level of workers, and everybody's totally happy in the level 1 building. Here's another level 1. Oh, no, this is level 2. But this is also complaining, not enough workers. So we need to go... Oh, no, yeah, so we do have a complaint there. What is this one? See, level 1, these guys are happy. And so, yeah, the issue is the education that is required at the higher levels doesn't exist in this city, because we just started. We only have uneducated workers in the city, and so they can only work in level 1 buildings. Let's just double check that. We go to population. Unemployment is 87%. 87% unemployment. We have almost all adults, and with a few children. Oh, 87%. Oh my goodness. We have 785 workers for 119 jobs, but they are all uneducated. Every single person is uneducated in this city. So that is very interesting. So we need 87% unemployment is pretty bad. So we need a lot of more jobs, or really, we just need level 1 buildings here. Because this has 2 uneducated workers, that's it. So that is not good. That is not good. All right, so we're going to start today off by deleting these buildings with the complaints. And we're going to replace them with the correct level of building. And so how you do is you can use Find It. You can go to your industrial buildings here. So this is just generic industry. And you can set up a filter and filter by building level. And then just say level 1 is the maximum you want. And all of these are level 1 buildings. And we actually have a lot of different ones to choose from. This is one that I got from the Steam Workshop, which I really like. So you can pop one of these in here. Maybe I'll pop in a couple. This looks like little garages here. I like that. I like this one on the corner. In fact, I might move these a little closer together. So it looks like they would be... closer together. And then we have a little bit of room for something else. The cool thing with these is we have these like tanks we could put in here. I feel like you would need tanks like this on a military base for different things. We should also probably put a road in here, kind of servicing this stuff. Yeah, why don't we do that? Why don't we take these? We'll take all of these and slide them over to the end here, and then put a road up the middle here. That would be a good idea. And we could use this pavement style road, so you actually don't see the road. It just blends in with your pavement here. So we could do that, and then have the road come down just like that, and maybe down like this. Or we'll just do it over here for right now. And then we got some pavement here. We'll need to fill this in, I think. Fill this in with some more pavement. Looking good. Let's fill this in at the edge here. And let's go back and see. Okay, so we have these tanks here. And so now I can kind of put these tanks back behind these sheds here. Maybe I'll put them like this. Ooh, they come in different colors. That's fun. Yeah, I like these tanks. And then we have these other tanks here. Very industrial looking. I like that. I wonder what's there keeping these tanks. I don't know. Maybe it's like napalm gas or something. Ooh, and look at, see, level 1 doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be a small building. You could have like a big building like this. But, and this is level 1. I don't think we're going to need a big factory on the base like this. I'm more interested in these smaller warehouse-looking type buildings. Because, you know, in a base like this, I imagine they would have buildings that are more like repair shops, more like logistics type things. So this is a nice looking one here. This is like a little warehouse kind of building. Ooh, it's a gigantic factory. We'll have to do like a real like factory area at some point. Yeah, these are pretty big. I don't know if I want something that large going on in here. That's a more traditional factory looking building. I do kind of like this one. This is a little older style, but I think it looks pretty nice. So maybe we'll put that one right on the road there. And, ooh, look at this. We got cargo yards. Oh, this is perfect. They would for sure have things like this on a military base. So maybe I'll put this, like, here. Yeah, that looks great. Little cargo yard. Got another... Oh, did we use this already? No, I don't think we did. So I'll put that one down there. Ooh, look at this one. This is like a little tower kind of thing. Yeah, I like the look of that too. And oh, and then this is a bigger, some more towers and stuff. Yeah, I like the look of these towers. Maybe that's enough towers. I don't want to overdo it with the towers. What about this one? Oh, this is a nice little tiny factory. This would go perfect like right here on the edge. We're going to have to anarchy this in and move it around a little bit, but that looks really good. Yeah, let's use find it and move this closer to the road. Maybe next to this guy here. Is there a door on there? Yeah, there's a door. But yeah, that looks great right there. Look at that. And this would look really good to have like a little parking lot like right here. But anyway, this is a really good start here. I really like this. Thinking, do we need one more thing here? I would like a more of a warehouse type looking building. We haven't used this one, I don't think. Oh, this is perfect. That looks perfect right there. Okay, great. So this is our new industry area, and it's all these like low density type buildings, and I just think it looks fantastic. I love it. All right, let's put in a couple of parking lots. That's too big for right there. We'll put in the smaller one. Perfect fit. So we got a little bit of parking for this business right here. That is perfect. And then I want some bigger parking on the edge here. How big can we go? This is quite small. But maybe like a couple here would be nice. There's a building I want to have on the corner here. You know, I feel like a building that would be important in this area is like kind of like a parts shop kind of thing. And I know you would probably have one like a, because you have all these Humvees driving around and all these like Jeeps and vehicles driving around. You need like some place for parts. And I don't think they do this on bases, but I did find some auto parts stores. When I was just looking on the Steam Workshop today, and I was like, that would just be perfect right there. So I think I'm going to put this in here. I know, like, it probably doesn't make a whole lot of sense that there would be an O'Reilly's Auto Parts on the base. But, like, you know, I'm just thinking there would be some kind of, like, place you could go to get, like, auto parts. And I just think that kind of fits in with the vibe of this whole industrial area. So maybe it's a little unrealistic, but I like the idea of this auto parts something like right on the corner here. I just love the look of this building. And in real life, I like O'Reilly Auto Parts. I don't know if you have O'Reilly Auto Parts where you guys live, but I have them where I live. And when my car breaks down, I go there to go pick up my auto parts. Hello, Greg. I see you in chat. He says, hello, General Zach. V5 says, the flu 1918 was the first known case was at an army base. Oof. At this stage, the military base or camp, you would start getting radio antennas. There are some in the Disasters DLC. All right, we will check that out in a second. V5 says the kind of fuel tanks would have an area around them with no other structure for fire safety. Yeah, we probably would want like fences around these at least to keep them a little bit safer. Yeah, I'll do that in a second. Great suggestion. V5 says the round ones are compressed gas. Okay. V5 says frequently earthen berms surround each tank of flammable fluids or gas with fences and huge no smoking signs. Yeah, we probably would. Yeah, we probably do need like a gas farm for the more flammable gases. Maybe we'll put that out over here or something. But maybe we'll say, I don't know what gases are in here, but maybe we'll say these are like, these are not the most flammable ones. Because not all gases are extremely explosive. Just some of them all. So we'll do a separate thing for the more dangerous gases. V5 says we have a huge building storing parts for repairing vehicles, including full engines, but it's not a company selling them. Greg says, can you remove the sign and add one that says motor pool? That is a good idea. Yeah, maybe we'll do a custom sign or something up at the top. That would be a good idea. Okay, let me finish this out, though, because I want to put in these parking lots right along here. So I think these ones were going to fit right here and right here. I think that looks good. And it looks like there's just some extra space over here. And maybe we can put in a couple of military vehicles just kind of hanging out back here. Let me see what I got. If I go into my tab here, I have a bunch of props I set out for, like Hummers, I thought. Oh, I have one of these trucks. Look at this truck. It's like one of those like military type trucks you can like hold stuff in the back, drive around the base. So put one of those trucks over there. I thought I had some Hummers in here. Don't I have... I think this is the only Humvee I have. Oh, this is a nice looking one. This one has like a gun on the top though. I don't know if we need... I don't know if we need this gigantic gun in our parking lot. I mean, that looks pretty intense, this gun here. But that's the only one I have right now. I'll have to go find some more in the workshop. Oh, Greg earlier said we need Humvees up at the guard gate here. And I think we can. I think we can do something like that. Like maybe put them... We have that warning sign, this restricted area sign we put up here. So we do have that. But maybe we could put like some... well, let's do this. First of all, let's get rid of these awful trees. These are like these are my most hated trees in this game. Is these trees. I just think they look awful. Let's do this. We're going to grab the trees and switch them out. No trees found. Oh, there we go. Beech, switch them out. No, they're alders. Oh, there's trees and alders. Beech and alders. We're going to switch them to some palm trees. We'll switch them to coconut trees. Coconut trees. Those ones are coconut trees. And these ones, that's a tall coconut tree. Oh, look at this. It's suddenly a lot more tropical around here. Look at that. And then I thought we could probably put some... We use Surface Painter to draw on some sand or gravel or something in here. Yeah, we could make this like a little gravel area. Up the side here. And maybe on the side here. Let's put in some gravel. And this is where we can have those Hummers kind of just like waiting. Let's also work on these nodes here. So I haven't really messed around with nodes for these kind of toll booths before, but let's see if we make it a little bit bigger. Make it bigger like that, so it's a little bit smoother. And let's see what we can do in turning off. We can turn off our markings. Okay. And then we can also use our intersection marking tool here to put a line there and a line there. Actually, we'll make these solid lines. Solid line, and then we'll do a filler. Now, I don't think you would want this concrete because you would want the people from the base to be able to turn around here. So we're just going to mark this as a hashed line on the pavement so that people can actually like turn around here. That is the plan. So I think that looks pretty good. We can kind of just duplicate that over here. So let's go ahead and just take this, copy this, and paste it over to here. Oop. Shoot. I messed it up. Copy this and paste it over to here. Boom. And then let's expand this one so it's also expanded. We'll square it off a little bit. We'll increase it out like that. We'll hide the markings just like that. And I think that looks a little bit better. All right. Yeah, so we can go ahead and throw our Hummers over here, just so that there's some guards at the front gate here. This was a great idea from Greg. So let's go ahead and put them here. We'll put like a couple. Then maybe we'll put some more over here just in case anyone's going to try to get away on this side. And then one of you in chat had suggested I use something called HESCO barriers. And I was not aware that these were a thing. But then I looked them up and yeah, this is something that the military uses as like barriers. And maybe we could like use them here. I don't know how you would use them though. Like maybe you would have them along the edge here. HESCO barriers. We could use them like the prop line tool. Fence mode. And, oop, not the Hummers, these things. Yeah, we could use them like this. I think they would be touching actually. Yeah, so they're just like touching like this. So we put a couple right there. Maybe we'll put a couple down the side here. And what are these filled with sand? Is that the deal? I think we could like curve this around here. Do like a little curved angled piece. Something like that. Let's see, what are you guys saying? V5 says the military has been trying to move to diesel for fuel because it's less of a fire hazard. Really? Diesel's really expensive right now. I don't know if that's such a good idea. Diesel is expensive. Greg says, do they have handicapped soldiers on an army base? I think they do. V5 says we still have handicapped spaces even if they're never used. Tim is in chat. Hey, Tim. Welcome to the stream. Greg says, Tim, saw your work on City Planners Discord. Good work. V5 says they spent over $100,000 putting wheelchair accessible elevator in the gym building only military members can use so that disabled people can get to the second floor. Well, that's good. That's good that they got them access. Tim says, hey, Greg, awesome. Thank you. You took me almost 3 weeks. It's a full-page design, and I needed to concentrate on it. If you like that one, Greg, feel free to sub to my channel for more. Yeah, Tim has an awesome YouTube channel. V5 says the military loves HESCO. They absorb RPG 7 rounds and small arms fire. HESCO is filled with sand and gravel. All right. Have a drink of water. And you know what? You guys are right. Adding this to the front here does like really add a really cool look to this. Um, yeah, it's kind of cool. You got the Hummers with the guns pointed at the cars coming in. I really, really like that. Now, I also got these sandbags that, so Greg had suggested sandbags, and I think V5 said use the Hesco ones. But I gotta say, the sandbags have a really cool look too. And I think maybe they used to use sandbags back in the day, so I kind of want to use the sandbags as well. And I thought maybe we could use the sandbags over in our tent city here because, you know, they'd be easier to like put into place and it would protect these tents. And I think we can do the kind of the same thing here and use our line tool with these sandbag. Yeah, oh, look at this. Look at how cool this looks. This looks so awesome. So we just use our prop line tool here. And it just adds a little bit of realism here. That is so cool. And there's a bunch of different things here that come on this prop. So these are supposed to be angled like this. So I can put like the angled ones at the end here. So you're supposed to like angle them up like this. Let me put like a couple here. And then, so what you do is you like move them around. You use move it. Let me grab this. Raise it up a little bit, drag it over on top of this one. Maybe I slide it into here, and then this one you can like move down to there. So it looks like, you see, that it looks like it kind of, you build it up like this. Let me throw in another like two. I think what I would do is grab this one. With this one. Maybe can I just grab them and move them onto here too? Now I'm like, no, that's not the one I wanted to grab. Shoot. Having a little bit of an issue here. Grabbing the right one. That's the wrong one. This is the right one. Actually, we don't really need this one. Let's delete that one. And then we have some that are angled here, and you can kind of throw the angled ones like up against the front like this. So it just adds a little bit more support for your wall of sandbags. So I think these look really cool. Yeah, I don't know if they use these still in the military, but I think they look pretty awesome. Throw one right there and throw one right here. And you know what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use move it and copy all of these to the other side here. See if I can make it make sense. All right, I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, I really like this. I think that looks awesome. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this one, and we're just going to copy and paste this other one. Let's go over here. We'll grab these, do delete. Grab these, do delete. And let's just copy and paste these guys. Go to there, copy, and just spin it around. And we'll just use this for like the entrance. Just like that. And actually, now that we have that, we can just grab both of them. and copy and move them at the entrance to all of these areas like that and like that. I think that just gives a really cool look to here. What do you guys think? Custom sandbags. V5 says we still use sandbags for clearance bays. Greg says you need to turn the Humvees to face traffic. Clearance bays are for... Yeah. So these Humvees... Let's go back to that comment. So he's saying that the Humvees need to face traffic. So these ones... These two are facing the traffic coming in. This one's facing this way, but what I imagine here is I imagine if there's like somebody like getting away out of the base, that this guy is like ready to chase them. That was my thought. So these guys are watching the people coming in, and this guy's getting ready to chase anybody trying to get away. V5 says clearance bays are for clearing your weapons of live rounds, so if one goes off, it doesn't kill someone by accident. Liam says, are the MPs in those Humvees? Maybe. V5 says, think of a box of sandbags outside each building or tent. No, those would be the MPs. Those would just be troops at the guard gate. Basically, if you piss someone off, you can end up on gate duty, end up on the gate guard, but there's always someone on gate guard. If your sandbag wall is over 3 feet high, it has to be 2 bags thick, and over 6 high, 4 bags thick for stability. Liam says, what's the difference in them and MPs? Aren't they all soldiers? V5 says, mostly you see sandbags for hasty defense or for clearance bays. Today they're made of geotextile, not burlap anymore. MP are military police and independent trade who perform police functions as well as specialize in POW issues. Yeah, I spent a lot of time on military bases just for my job, doing different things. And I actually made a lot of friends who were in the military police. And I gotta say, the people who were in military police who I met were really fun people. Like, they would tell me stories. Like, these people, they know how to party. And I don't know if that's unique to the military police that I met. But, yeah, they were like a bunch of really fun people. But I was never on the wrong side of the law, so they were always nice to me. I would imagine if I was in trouble, I wouldn't like the military police very much. Greg says, Zach, when you're ready to put a fence around the base, I found a military fence with a guard tower corner pieces. It also has tank obstacles. Oh, nice. Yeah, put it in the Discord. I'll take a look at it. V5 says, all soldiers in the military have a trade, and one of them is military police. You want both sets of vehicles facing out for overlapping fields of fire. Okay. All right. Both of them facing out. Aren't they facing out already? I think they're already facing like across each other. Greg says you need them on the other side of the gate. Oh my goodness, you guys. I'm not going to get that technical with these Humvees. They're fine. Liam says, I got pulled over by the MPs. Liam, of course you did. V5 says, if someone's going to try and ram the gate, you don't want them to hit the people working on the gate. Yeah, Zach, got it right on the Humvee placement. Okay. Let's go back over here, because I want to get this running so we can get some people. We got to fix this 89% unemployment problem. Okay, we don't need to get this running, and so we need to get this so it's legit over here. I got distracted with the Humvees and everything. I would like some more trucks here. You know what? Let me put some trucks like in here, in this area. Or maybe we'll have another parking lot. I think that would make a lot of sense. Let me grab this teeny parking lot here. And we'll put it right in here. Make it look like it just barely fits in there. You know, like the dumpsters like in the parking space. I'm fine with that. I am fine with that. And then maybe we have a little bit of space back here. Maybe I'll grab this little truck here and duplicate it. And put 2 of those trucks back in the back here. So like maybe these are getting ready to like deliver something or something like that. I think we could even put another truck aligned with this loading dock area. Just for looks. Although this is where we have that road. Hold on, let me make sure this road isn't going to cause any problems. The road, let's see our nodes. The node is right here. Yeah, so actually what we should do... Oh no, the road has to be here for these, because these are buildings on the road. So what I should actually do is... I'm going to slide this over to here. Because like, there will be the vehicles that like drive down here. So I just don't want the vehicles to hit this truck. So it's going to be right there. Okay. All right, and then we need to get fences in here because V5 is correct. We need some fences around this little area, so let's look at our fences. Fences. And we got some fancy fences here. Not going to use those. We got some broken fences. These do look great all the time, though. Look at these beautiful fences. They're like raggedy chain link fences. So maybe I could put this in right here. And then do a line, use the line tool. Ooh, ooh. This is too close together. Oh, this is perfect. We need a shorter segment here. Okay, there would probably be more room. You know what, let me just place this down. We'll fiddle with it later. Put that down. Is there a shorter segment of this fence? Yeah, this looks like it's a shorter segment. Alright, we're gonna have to like move these around and stuff, but something like this. And let's use our move it tool to kind of just move these all into place. So I think, where's my road again? The road is right here. So I would like the fence like right up to the edge of the road, except it's gonna block this, which I don't like as much. Alright, so maybe I'll just grab these. Try to... No, I think we're just gonna be able to put it to the edge of here. Okay, we'll do that. That'll be good enough. Let's grab this one and connect it up to the edge. That looks good. Let's grab these. Now, this is not exactly lined up here, but what we'll have to do is we'll have to fudge it a little bit. So it just overlaps a little bit. We will grab this one and slide it down just a touch. Grab this one and move it into right there. And this will move in right to the edge here. And that looks pretty good, I think. And this has like an opening here. Maybe we can copy this move it. We'll just have it go across this gap here, I think. Yeah, we'll just cover all these gaps in between this building. That looks good to me. That does look good to me. All right, so is that good? Does this chain link fence give me adequate protection V5? Is that adequate protection for our tanks of volatile gas? I think so. That's what we're going to go with. Let's see. V5 says there's people working at the gate to check IDs. There may be explosives buried in the road. What? Oh my goodness. All right, we're going with this. This looks good. So this should take care of some of our jobs issues. It's probably not going to take care of everything because we have like a lot of jobs. But the next thing that we need is commercial. So this was industrial. Let's get some commercial in here. And there's a couple of things that we are missing for a military base. And one of them is, I think there's some like a base grocery store kind of thing on all American military bases. And also there's like a food hall where everyone goes to eat. And I think they're normally like together. Like the store, like the general store and the mess hall are usually close together. And I found some buildings that I think will work for this. Let's see. What do we have? Well, maybe I didn't select them in here. Oh, here it is. This is called the Post Exchange AAFES Army. I don't know exactly what that means, but yeah, this is like a base exchange, and it's kind of like a big old supermarket. And yeah, I think this is perfect. I think I've seen these on bases before that I've been to. It's just like a supermarket, but it's just for the military people who live on the base. And yeah, let's go ahead and draw out some roads here. Because I don't want it right on this main road, but I think this would be a good general area for it. Like usually it's in the center of the base. So let's go ahead and grab these roads and extend it out a little bit. And I would like to put a big parking lot over here. And we could even connect it up to this road here. I think that would be good. Let's put in a parking lot. So a big old parking lot. We'll use one of these giant ones. We'll leave a little bit of room for some flowers or something. How many parking lots can we fit in here? Go ahead and run this down to here, and then up to here. Oh gosh, neither of those connected. What? That is so messed up. Let's use our union tool here. Try to connect these up. What? Okay, the union tool did not work. For some reason, it just destroyed everything. Great. Wonderful. All right, let's try this again. There we go. Now it's connected. All right, so we're going to get the other parking lot in here now. Let's go ahead and use our Find It tool and bring in our other gigantic parking lot, which is over here. Now, I would like these to be kind of connected here. Yeah. I'd like this to just be one big old parking lot. What if we do this? What if I grab this? Just gonna move this so it's centered. Because that's what I really want, is I just want these to be centered. And in fact, we could do more than centered. I hate how these lines don't really line up here, but this is the best we're gonna do. Maybe we could put planters in the middle so that it's not as noticeable. Yeah, or maybe you can do like a pathway right down the center. Let's look at our pathways. Let's go grab a nice path with trees. Oh, the zoo path is pretty fun. What does that look? Is that gravel? What is this made out of? I think it's made out of gravel. All right, maybe we won't use the zoo path. What's the other path choices we have? This is the university path, which is also pretty nice. Let's use the university path. Oh, that only gives me one tree. Can I get more trees on here? I don't think so. I'm trying to grab this node. There we go. Oh, there we go. We got another tree on here. All right, so I'm trying to just center this up as best as possible. Okay, that looks pretty centered. I do want to use the same tree we have over here. So what was that tree? It was called Street Tree. Street Tree. I think it was this one. Does that look like the same kind of tree? Kind of looks like it to me. All right. Yeah. So that looks, so it kind of like ties this all in together. Ooh, I like that. I do like that. All right. So with that in the middle, then it'll kind of hide the fact that these parking lots aren't exactly symmetrical. So we can have this come out to the side like this a little bit. This come out to the side like this a little bit. Just like that. And we got one lone bench here. Oh, no, we got another bench here. We got a bench here and a bench here. That looks really good. I don't usually use the university pathway, but it actually works really nicely right in here. Now, the thing with this parking lot is there's no lights. So I always have to remember to add the lights. So let's actually go to nighttime. We haven't actually looked at our base at night. Ooh, it's very dark over by the tents. We're going to have to do something about that. It's pretty dark everywhere. Actually, there's not a whole lot of light at this military base. These have some nice lights over here. Our factories have some nice lighting. Our fire station and our police station have great lighting. These assets look great at night. Washington Monument's a little lacking, I gotta say. Why isn't this lit up at night? We should do something about that. I mean, you'd think there'd be like a light at the top or something. Let's look at this. Light. All right, these are spotlights. Ooh, look at how bright this is. All right, the only problem is it's going to miss the top. These are pretty bright, though. That would be nice. We could do different colors, too. We could make it red or yellow. I think white is probably the way to go, though. Oh, that's light blue technically. Oh, I thought that was white, but no, that's light blue. Okay. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. I'm looking at lights for the parking lot area. Oh, that's bright. That's super bright. We want. It's too small. Oh, I've used these before. Oh, these are the yellowish lights. That actually looks kind of cool to have the different contrast. The little yellowish lights. So maybe we'll use these again. I've used these before. I think they're kind of cool. So we'll put one like right here and right here. Why does it look all weird like that? Oh, it's just not rendered in. All right. Yeah, I kind of like that, the yellowish glow there. I think that looks pretty cool. All right, let's figure out a spotlight for this. We could also do lights on the side here, or maybe like a light towards the top. Upwards light. Upwards spotlight. See, this is not quite as big. But we could put them at the top here. Maybe downwards lights. It's not going to do anything. We could have like a light right at the top. Maybe that would be cool to have like a reddish light right at the top. What is this? Roof lights. Yeah, so this would be like a light right at the top. Do we want to go with red? I feel like that would be, they would want something like this to protect against like planes flying over it. Like you wouldn't want a plane to like hit this. Greg says, I don't think they would light at the base too much, mainly around the perimeter. V5 says most bases are about as well lit up as a small town is. V5 says, yeah, it would be red at the top. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this up here. Right at the tippy top. Just a nice bright light. So this is what light did I use? I used this one. Wall-mounted floodlight number 1. So this actually points downward. I don't know if we want the one that points downward. What are the other options here? This is like a smaller light. This is a floodlight. Maybe this one would actually be better. Floor light. Yeah, I think this one actually looks better. So let me, hold on. Let me get rid of this light. All right, we're going to replace it with this one because this one's pointing right up into the sky. Oh. Yeah, I think that looks kind of cool. Kind of cool. All right, and then we'll put spotlights on the side. It's a floodlight. No, I need the white floodlight. You can make it purplish. It's the light blue. No, where's the white floodlight? This one. There we go. All right, so we'll just use this on the sides here. We'll put one on every side. And I think that's about as lit up as we're going to get. I mean, I could put it on the, like, halfway up or something like that, but I think that would look weird. I do think it would look weird. So, yeah, we're just going to go with this. And that's as good as we can get. Maybe we could do, like, a down light on the side here, but I just don't think it would look that good. Let's go back to the downward lights we had. Downward spotlight. Yeah, maybe we could do something like right below these windows here. It doesn't add that much light to it, but it at least lets it stand out a little bit. I don't know if that helped at all. Yeah, I'm going to stop fiddling with it. That looks good enough to me. Yeah, I don't know. Greg says your light needs to be blinking. Oh, so pretty. Okay, let's go back to daytime. Let's go back to the daytime. And get in our BX. That's what we were working on, is the BX. So what were we looking at? It's down here. Here we go. BX. And it's quite large. So we're just going to plop that in there. And yeah, look at that. So those of you guys who have been on military bases, does this look realistic? I feel like this looks just like what they have on the military base. I think that's pretty cool. So you would go here and do like your grocery shopping. And then next to this, I have what's called the commissary. And this also looks very legit. And this is where I think they go to eat their meals. Is that true? The commissary. Although this has like shopping carts and stuff too. So maybe this is kind of like a grocery store. I don't know. Anyway, I like these buildings. I think they look really great. And they fit in here just perfect. So we got this nice big parking lot for these guys. Maybe we can center these a little bit better. Let's go ahead and grab these. Well, they're centered pretty nicely. There we go, something like that. And maybe this wouldn't be a full-on road here. Maybe this would be more of our pavement road. Let's switch this to the pavement road. It's one of our 1U roads. Let's go here and we will downgrade this to the 1-unit road. And then this is the entrance to these parking lots. So we actually need to draw another entrance up here. Right there. And right here. And that's a little bit further than I would like. So I'm going to grab this node and hold Alt so it stays in line. Just drag this down so it's right aligned with the edge of the parking lot. So that looks super great. Yeah, I like that. Let's put in a little bit of greenery. We'll throw in, I think some nice flowers along the front here would be good. Let's go ahead and grab some small, like, white flowers. I think this is fine. We'll do a nice line of flowers along here. Oop, it's the wrong one. That's too far apart. So something like this would be great. All along the front there. We'll go all along the front here. Just like that. And then maybe like a smaller bushes along the front here. What's some smaller bushes that we got? We could even use these ones. These are from just the vanilla bushes. Yeah, just something like that looks nice. Just adding a little bit of greenery. And then to add some more, I do want to start adding some more foliage. I mean, this is pretty barren, the look here. And I really want to start using some foliage from the map. This map, again, I mentioned this before, is made by Eggsy. He did a fantastic job choosing a great mixture of trees. If we look over here towards these forested regions, so when you get into like these jungle areas, it's this great mix of different kind of plants and trees, like all kinds of different stuff. So what I want to do is we're just going to grab a whole bunch of trees here. I'm going to grab a whole bunch of these trees. And I want to use the same mix that he's using. So we're going to copy these. And bring them over here just as a template. And it's this lovely different grouping of tropical things. And so what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to take away the coconut trees that are falling over for now, because I think they'll just make things look a little bit messy. And the remainder of these, I think I'm going to kind of like merge together so that they're a little bit closer, because I don't need things so spread out. And I like these like flowering bits. And so the idea is I want to create these little like bundles of kind of trees and plants and stuff that I can use kind of just around in different areas. So I'm going to grab all of these. I'm going to grab all of these, just kind of pull them together. Oh, I like this nice big fern. Gonna put that over there. Then maybe we'll make another bundle in here. And I think if you're, sometimes messing around with like trees and stuff can be a little bit overwhelming, but this is one way I think to do it that is pretty effective. And you're using the work that the map creator has already put into the map. Like he already selected all these trees as fitting in with the environment. So why not use all of his hard work? That's a nice looking tree. Yeah, some of these are trees I've never even used before. So this is a nice way to change up the trees. You tend to like stick with trees that you know and you like. And so you end up using like the same trees all the time. You get rid of that one. Those trees are like falling over. So that, this just gives you another reason to switch things up. Okay, so what we have here now is we have 6 different clusters of tropical looking plants. All right, so what I can do is I'm just going to grab like these clusters and just move them into place over here. Look at this. So we got one cluster there. Oh, I didn't grab them all. Shoot. You have to make sure you grab everything. Put this cluster over here. And then we have all of this space over here that needs to be filled in with some foliage. So we'll grab these guys. Maybe put these right on the corner over here. Grab this one, or this group. Or maybe we could grab all of these. Spin this around the long way, because we have this long kind of open area back in here. So maybe this goes right there, and then we have one more group here. And these go right in here. Well, this one's going to need a little bit of work, because it's kind of a smaller space. So just this one group of flowers, we just move over to there, and problem solved. Or maybe move this a little bit. Yeah, I like this. I like this. Oh, let's move this one a little bit more into there. All right, so doesn't that look cool? In fact, I might grab this one. Let's grab this one. Make a copy and put it in over here. I think that would look nice. All right, so that is looking pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, so we have our food area, we have our exchange, we have... This is working. Oh, the whole point of this was we needed commercial. So I was going to turn these into commercial buildings. This is already high-density commercial with 100 workers. This has 60 workers. 100 workers seems a little bit much. I don't know if we need 100 workers. Oh, these are all highly educated, too. We don't need highly educated workers. Okay, hold on. I'm going to have to Rico these. Add local. We're going to make it low service. Commercial low, level 1. And we're going to make this 40 workers, all uneducated. Save. Save and apply changes. We'll do the same thing to this as well. I don't know if 40 workers is realistic, but it's just what we're going to do here. Low 40 workers, all uneducated. All right, so there we go. 40 workers and 40 workers. All right, so we have a very well-rounded out industry, commercial, residential, and let's let this run and see what happens. And I'm going to speed this up a little bit just to see if we can get this to level out. Now, looking at these streets, there's a couple of changes I want to make in the streets. I don't want parking on these main streets here. So let's go ahead and turn off parking. I think on this whole main street, probably. So there. I think parking's okay on this side road. Do I want parking here? I think that's okay. I just don't want it on this main looping road. Don't want it here either. Don't want it here. Or there, or there. Basically, when I have big parking lots, I want people to use the parking lots. I don't want them to be parking on the road. So here, for instance, maybe we'll take parking off of here and get people to use these parking lots. But here we don't really have a parking lot, so, you know, maybe we could put parking lots here. But we'll leave it. We'll leave it like that. All right, what are you guys saying? V5 says commissary is more like a mini mall. Liam says the PX is a retail store. V5 says PX is kind of like Walmart. Wait, so the commissary isn't where people eat? I thought the commissary was like a food cafeteria kind of a place. Do I need a second cafeteria in top of the commissary? That's my question. V5 says, anyone can shop at the commissary, but you need ID to shop at the PX for the no taxing in the States. Greg says, boy, a lot bigger than when my son was stationed in the Carolinas. If you want to buy anything big, you had to leave the base and go to an actual Walmart. Liam says, my son went to Fort Jackson and Fort Gordon. V5 says, another U.S.-Canada thing is the U.S., they give you discounts at civvy places for being in the military, but not in Canada. In fact, there were some bars in some cities that would not let military members in, or people who look like they might be military. Really? Interesting. Liam says, Canada doesn't like their military. Question mark? V5 says, there's also regulations keeping us from gaining financial advantage from being in the military. Greg says, my son was stationed at Cherry Point. Okay. V5 says, one time I needed some wood of a particular size and found a perfect piece in the scrap pile at the lumberyard, but we had to pay for it and made the guy at the lumberyard figured out a price. The scrap pile is normally free. I think we pissed him off by insisting to pay for it. Liam says, you do need a mess hall. And V5 says, no, you eat at DFAC to eat. What's DFAC? Yeah, I think maybe if what you guys are saying is true, maybe we need another mess hall building. I mean, maybe we could have another building here that's just a mess hall type place. Oh, look at, we got people here already. Oh, this is so cool. There's people sitting on the benches. That's awesome. So this is working. Fantastic. Okay, something... Oh, gosh, we got crime problems over here. That is not good. That is not good. Oh, we have... Is the tank taking care of these guys over here? I don't see anybody over here. Oh, is anybody servicing these... Like, do people even live over here? It says one adult. Oh, we got somebody. Where's this guy going? Guard at the health services block. He's coming from the manor residence. Resides at the Bedford residence. Oh, look at... So this person lives in this tent. And he's going to this tent. Oh, no, he's coming from this tent. And he's going to work at this tent. Oh, look at this. They're going from tent to tent, and they're working... Okay, so this is working. Yeah. It's just working very slowly. And we got crime problems everywhere. All right, we should probably put a police station over here as well. Hey, we're making money. This is good. We're making money. Let's go ahead and look at our budget and probably increase our police, because we put our police way down, didn't we? Oh, no, police is at 100%. Okay, we'll leave police at 100%. And let this run. V5 says, I love how they've given the tents names. V5 says, DFAC is the mess hall. In Canada, the mess hall is also a private military club. Liam says, DFAC just means dining facility, Zach. Oh, no! One of the dorms is on fire! Do you guys see this? Someone's on fire. All right, shoot. This is asking for educated workers. Why is it doing this? Now I have to do a local version of this one, too, just to make these uneducated jobs. All right, let's see if our unemployment has gone down. Oh, it's at 70%, so it's better than it was. We have 875. We have like a lot of people living here and no jobs. Okay, I think I put too many people in the city. And nothing for them to do. Isn't that a military way of going about things? All right. Well, something else that I thought that we should put in here. So this is actually something V5 mentioned, is we should put in a couple of churches. I think you said have a church, have like a Catholic church and a Protestant church. And I have a couple of churches that I have never used. Because normally I need kind of like bigger churches, but I have a couple of really small churches that, normally you need big churches because churches are full of people, but on military bases, churches tend to be a lot smaller. You don't need massive churches on military bases. So I have these two perfect small churches I've never used before, and they are perfect for right here. And I just got to find them. All right, one of them is this guy. New Zealand Victorian style church. It's just this little adorable little church here. I thought we'd put them both on this kind of side of the dorm area. So we put one in there, and then I have this other small one. They just look like small, adorable little churches. We kind of line them up with the center of these areas here. Could probably adjust this power line a little bit. So how did these look? Yeah, these look really nice. Look at these just cute little churches. I like this. Let's pull it. No, we can put it back a little bit. Maybe we'll put some pavement around it or something. Look at this little church. So just nice, cute little church houses. Maybe we'll put small parking lots around here too. Let me grab the bigger parking lots, which were these ones here. Let me grab these ones. I'll put a little parking lot next to each one of these buildings here. Actually, put two next to that one, and then one next to this one. And then we'll use our surface painter tool and paint up some pavement for this guy. So I'm thinking just along here, just a little bit of pavement, I think makes that look pretty nice. Yeah, so good suggestion, V5. Thank you for recommending adding a couple of churches in there. V5 says you want a radio antenna. All right, let's take a look at the radio antenna. You mentioned that before. If we go into here, into our filters, we can filter by DLCs. And you said the Disasters DLC has some radio antennas. So let's see all what is in this Disasters DLC. All right, so we have this antenna here, tall radio mast and short radio mast. I feel we would put where would we put these? I don't want, these can't be close to the airport, so maybe we'll put these. Maybe we'll put these back over here. I don't know what's going to go back over here, but maybe we'll put that there, and maybe this bigger one. Next to it. That is one tall radio tower. Oh my goodness. People like it. I think the tall one might be a little much for right now. It's like, it's taller than the Washington Monument. We're gonna save, I think we'll save this big tall one. I do like this smaller one though. Smaller radio tower. I think we would have something like that next to the base. We would probably put this on this hill, now that I'm thinking about it. You probably wouldn't put it down here. But maybe we'll have one here, and then we'll have another one up at the top of the hill, and they'll communicate back and forth to each other. That makes sense. That does make sense. All right, so that's a good call right there. What else do we have in this DLC? We have these Firewatch Towers, weather radar. Ooh. That would be handy. Tsunami buoy. Oh, look at this. We have all of the disaster. These are from all like the piles when things collapse, all the buildings collapse, and you can actually like pull them in and like use them as props. Oh, that's so cool. Look at this. Disaster, piles of disaster. Destroyed vehicles. Concrete rocks. You know, there's supposed to be a thing where you can pull in fire. I have to look for it, though. All right. Ooh, our crime problem's getting so bad over here. Oh, it's awful. All right, let me do one thing first. Let me change. I want this road to match this road because I really like this road. So let's go over here. We're going to update this guy. So it's all the same type of road. It's going to mess up my markings. Shoot. All right, hold on. Let's just do this again really quick. Yes. Delete that. Actually, we don't need markings because there's no median on this. So we just need the straight line is fine. All right, that's good. Problem solved. We fixed it. That looks wonderful. Okay, I have a whole bunch more stuff to do. Specifically, we have no schools. There's no schools in this map yet, but I think we got a lot done. We made some significant progress on solving our employment problem. What are we up to now? 66 unemployment. All right, so we are making progress here. People keep moving in. We have hundreds more people than we have jobs. Yikes. Yikes. You know what we could do just temporarily is we could just up the jobs at these things. Just temporarily. Let's just up this to 100. And we'll up this one to 100. And that'll just help for the moment. Oh, shoot. It put it into educated jobs. That's not going to help at all. There we go. All right, 100 and 100. So that'll help out a little bit. I have plans for stuff to add in over here. I think we're going to work on that next. Something for the future too is that this whole airstrip doesn't give us enough room. I've been working around this and planning out what would happen. This airfield needs to go out into the water here. There's just not enough room between the train track and this for me to have the taxiways and the terminal and all that stuff. So we'll have to do some more maneuvering with this, but it's still, overall, the idea is the same as having the runway out here somewhere. All right. Well, I'm going to end the stream off here. Oh, Chase is cool is in chat. Hey, man, thanks for stopping by the stream. That's going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, V5, Greg, Liam, Chase. Thank you, everyone who was here today. Everybody remember, no matter what is going on in your life, to always do something fun every single day. Until next time, this is Zach, signing off.